Once I discovered my MBTI type, which is ENTJ, I was shocked. It literally described me to the T, and suddenly everything made sense. Why I think the way I do, why I act the way I do, and even the part of me I used to judge. In this video, I'll show you how knowing your MBTI's strengths and weaknesses and why you have them can completely change your life and the way you see yourself, and how it can help you to also be more compassionate about with yourself. So if you're a ENTJ, you relate so much. And if you think that ENTJs are just bossy and cold, then wait to hear the emotional part. Disclaimer! Majority of people aren't going to relate 100% with their own MBTI, because as human beings we have so many traits, so many personalities. For example, I'm only 63% extroverted, so there needs to be a little bit of nuance, because I'm more of a ENTJ when I'm working and more of a ENFJ when I'm socializing, being in front of the camera. Hey Germaners, I'm Emmy. I'm 17 years old, still figuring life out with you, and I'm sharing what I'm learning about becoming my higher self. And that includes learning about my birth chart, my MBTI, matrix chart, and all this interesting stuff. So, introduction to ENTJ. ENTJ stands for E, extroverted, N, intuitive, T, rational, and J, organized. And the crazy thing is that the motto of an ENTJ is literally what I've been repeating to myself every single day, which is our time is limited and stop wasting it by living someone else's. And I try to repeat it to myself every time I make a big decision, like dropping out of high school to pursue content creation full time. They represent only the 3% of the population, and some of the famous ENTJs are Steve Jobs. And no wonder I totally admire him, like, oh my god. If we really want to associate an ENTJ with a zodiac sign, then I will say it at the end, because you'll know why I chose them based on the description that I'm going to do right now. Also, if you know a ENTJ yourself, then watch closely, because you will know exactly why they act the way they do. So let's describe ENTJ's strengths. So commanders are people who are very charismatic and confident. They are natural born leaders, and they are good at leading the crowd towards a common goal. They are rational, determined, disciplined, and they put consistent strategic effort, and they think that they can achieve anything. They think in long term, and you know exactly how manifestation works, which is what you believe in, you're going to attract it. They are a perfect example of it, and they achieve things where most people would have already given up. So trust me, if you're struggling with discipline, ENTJs are your perfect mentors. And let me explain why more deeply. They are dominant, they are relentless, ruthless, and they can recognize potential in others. Even if no one is clapping for them, they keep going. Like me with content creation. I made this video where I talk about how to keep going even if your family members don't support you. Eventually, I convinced my parents to make me drop out of high school to pursue content creation full time. And they can be intense, and sometimes their drive can make them seem cold-hearted, because all they think about is their goal. And they also can point out other people's failures in a blunt way. And yes, I used to be that person, and honestly it annoyed people a lot, but that's part of being a ENTJ. I'm not saying that you cannot change. In fact, I improved so much. Now I've learned to communicate better and control my impulsivity. For example, I pause before reacting. So tip number 2. So one tip I can give you in ENTJ is to take calculated risks, but pair it with self-awareness and compassion, especially for others and you. I know, ENTJ, that you are ambitious, strategic, confident, but you need to learn emotional intelligence. Learning emotional intelligence is key, and that's why understanding your MBTI can really help you to actually improve in your self-development journey. So yeah, if this helped, feel free to like and subscribe and share this video to another ENTJ. And let me know which MBTI should I make next, or drop a blue heart if you're still here. And I also made another video where I say why I hate your zodiac sign. Please don't take it personally, and see you in the next one, Dreamliner. Oh my god, I almost forgot to say that the zodiac sign that I associate to ENTJs is Capricorn/Virgo.